His politically motivated deadly attacks terrified Minnesota and rocked the entire country a year ago. Vance Boelter shot and killed former DFL House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband, and he attempted to kill State Senator John Hoffman and his family.
And tonight, Boelter admitting that he is guilty and will spend the rest of his life in prison. Paul Blume was in court for today's dramatic plea. And so, Paul, why did federal prosecutors agree to drop the death penalty part of this case?
The United States Attorney said today the only reason why the federal government took the death penalty off the table was because Vance Boelter agreed to a pair of life sentences plus an additional 20 years on top of it for his deadly crime spree targeting lawmakers and their families. That means Boelter will spend the rest of his life behind bars, no trials, no appeals, just straight to sentencing. In chilling detail inside a packed federal courtroom that included victims and their loved ones, Vance Boelter admitted that he planned his murderous spree months before his attacks, that he carried out his plans while impersonating a police officer, and that his intention was to kill lawmakers. But he said nothing about what motivated him.
With regard to what it is that controls the criminal mind and what drives a criminal to want to commit this sort of brutal murder and to do it as coldly as it was done, I wonder if any of us who live law-abiding lives will ever really be able to understand that sort of motivation.
In allocuting, Boelter told the court that he assassinated former DFL House Speaker Melissa Hortman by putting his 9mm handgun to Hortman's head while she attempted to flee up the stairs in her Brooklyn Park home. Ultimately, the 58-year-old pleaded guilty to all 6 federal charges he was facing, including the murder of Hortman and her husband Mark, stalking the family of Senator John Hoffman, as well as a pair of federal firearms offenses. Boelter agreeing to consecutive life sentences plus 20 years in prison on top of that. In exchange, federal prosecutors agreed not to seek the death penalty, a decision the United States Attorney defended.
The truth is, when you have a defendant that is prepared to plead guilty, take consecutive life terms plus to ensure that he never sees freedom again in his entire life, that was an opportunity that we just could not pass up. And I would say that the precedent that it sets is that if you want to commit political violence at any level, no matter what it is, that we are going to seek the longest and strongest prison terms for your offense.
Well, as for formal sentencing, the judge saying today he wants that taken care of by the end of July. It is there that Vance Boelter will have the opportunity to speak out, perhaps shedding some light on his motivation. In the meantime, the Hennepin County Attorney's Office is moving forward separately with its prosecution of Boelter in state court, where he is also facing the prospects of additional life sentences. Paul Blume, Fox 9.